Anyone can have a bad day. Hello everybody, it's Tom here. I hope you're all well. I want to talk today about how anybody, any one of us, you, me, whoever's watching, can have a bad day. And what I mean about this is it's a bad day in that everything around you starts to just crumble. We're talking about a bad day in terms of mental health, okay? Whether you want to call it a meltdown, whether you want to call it a bad day at the office, whatever you atone it to, every single one of us at some point will have a bad day. And we'll have a bad day in that literally, sometimes from the moment you get up, things are off. And even then you try and put your finger on why, you can't find a reason. Literally, everything goes wrong. You burn your toast, you're late for work, your boss is giving you a hard time, you get a customer shout at you on the phone, on the way home from work, your car breaks down. Literally, everything that could go wrong goes wrong. And you're stood there thinking, why me? Everyone can have a bad day. How do we navigate having one though? We do our best to work through it. We do not lash out. And it's very tempting. It's very tempting when things are not going right to rant and rave at somebody who just happens to be innocent. And then one person goes from having a bad day, two people have a bad day. Two people have a bad day because that negativity you're feeling gets passed on to them. And you bring people down. And while you probably don't mean it, that is what is happening. And with that, other people are feeling like they don't want to be around you. They're not liking your presence, they're not liking your energy. Be under no illusions. When you've got depression, you can have a hell of a lot. You can have so many bad days, it's not even funny. And I will admit, at the height of my depression, for 3 years, there was more bad days than there was good. And there was more times when it just felt pointless, worthless, than actually being able to cope. Was that really the case? Or was that just my mind state? I think in hindsight, it was more my mind state than me having so many bad days. But certainly things weren't great for a period of 3 years in the last 10 years. And I'm grateful to say that those days are pretty much closed now. That's not to say that I still don't have bad days, of course I do. We all do. But I feel like I'm better at navigating them now than I've ever have been. And one thing I will never do is take it out on someone if I'm having a rough time. I remember how it felt to feel worthless. I remember how it felt to feel like nobody cared, no one was listening. I remember. Last thing I want is for somebody to suffer because I'm in a bad mood. I think it's wrong that we snap at people sometimes. And even if we don't mean it, we shouldn't. Okay? Negativity spreads very fast. You don't want to be the cause of that. And you certainly do not want to be that person who's having a bad day, who's going to make sure someone else has a shit one too, just because of you are having a bad one. Right? Think about it. The next time you're having a bad day, you need to take a deep breath. You need to try and rise above it and get through it. And it's not an easy thing to do. But I see for so many people who take it out on others because they're not having the best of times. And I'm here to tell you today, if you can find the strength, please stop doing that. Stop taking it out on other people when you're having a bad day, because we all have them. I think the measure of who you are as a person and how you handle things is greater than how bad things may be going for you. If you can show courage and faith, compassion and understanding when you're not having a good time, that goes a long way. And ever guess what? The bad times will disappear because you could see things through a different lens and you will have better coping mechanisms to not let a few blips in your day become a really bad set of circumstances. Guys, this is the first 3 videos. I want to say thank you all ever so much for listening. I really appreciate your time and energy spent on my channel. Thank you. First of 3, as I said. Please put down in the comment section below. Are you somebody that's had a lot of bad days? How do you handle them? Are you able to meet the circumstances of a day with the same sort of non-committal sense as perhaps what you would be if you was having a good day? Are you able to remain neutral in your reaction and emotional response? It's not an easy thing to do, and I'm not here to point fingers at anyone that struggles. Believe me, I have a lot over the years. But I've come to a state of peace in myself now where I will not take it out on another person if things ain't going well for me in a day. I literally just brush it off or try to. Please, if you would consider hitting that subscribe button down below, I'd be very grateful. Please, please, please as well. Consider giving me a thumbs up and a like. That'd be really much appreciated. And let's hear that bell sign go ding dong so you know my next content's out. I will be back in a couple of days with another video. But until then, please take care of yourselves and bye for now.